And we have the wonderful Brittany on the call. Thank you, everybody, for getting on. This is really an earlier call than normal, but we are so honored to have Brittany on our team call. This is really just to help pump us up for this next month. As everybody knows, I know that everybody who's on the call now, except for one person, has been in this business for at least a year and has seen how we have ups and downs. And I think that even if you're not a coach, you definitely know that this is the time when people lose focus because they deal with depression, they deal with busyness, family, the stress that comes from being around family, planning, financial issues with having, gift giving and all these, Christmas parties and stuff. And so our job is to really focus on staying on track ourselves and helping other people stay on track and retain the people that have came to us for help, as well as motivate other people. I got on a call today and I posted in our team page with Becky, my coach, your upline coach, that she was saying there are people out there like her who love to work out and want to work out. And so you can find those people. And the biggest thing for me, and I shared this on the team call last night that Kathy Mendoza spoke on, is that, everybody knows I had a really hard, summer, and a lot of personal issues that got in the way. And I am thankful that Brittany, I met her at Summit and she checked in on me. And that's one thing I love about, corporate is you really do matter. And so if you don't think you matter, you do. But I had about a 3-month period where I wasn't doing much with the business because I was trying to get my life together. I was sharing on social media everything that was going on, so that kept a following. But I wasn't doing the 3 vital behaviors, which is something that I teach. I've taught 7 times, in this last, 12-month span, because I know it works. And what people don't understand is what you do now doesn't develop results immediately. I mean, sometimes it can, but overall it doesn't. It takes people watching you, and it starts to catch up around 3 or 4 months after people watching you be consistent. Well, I was inconsistent for 3 or 4 months, but it didn't start catching up until last month and this month. So my point is what you do now is really going to help launch your business in January. We have Hammer and Chisel. It's coming out in a little over a month on December 1st. It's going to be a game changer. It appeals to men and women, to couples. It's great. It's a great program. There's variety. There are so many great benefits to Hammer and Chisel. So the thing is, work on your fitness, work on something that complements it, whether it's a ski workout, an autumn workout, a hybrid of the two, which, I'm not big on hybrids. If you listen to Danielle and Tony's call, she kind of said there was an issue with that, but gearing up for Hammer and Chisel, I will say, is a difference of following a hybrid. But these are the things now. I text a lot of my personally sponsored coaches the other day with my goals. I posted them in the Team Relentless. I want to see your goals. I got on a call with a couple of my coaches today and asked the same thing. These are the things that I want to see you duplicate, and Brittany's going to be talking about leadership, but these are the things that this call is focusing on, and I hope that you take away some information to get your team going. There's a lot of resources out there, but there's been a lot of great calls. But, what you do now and what you consistently do are what people watch you do, which is going to make your business boom in 2016. It's going to make your coaches want to do what you're doing, and especially when they see you succeeding at it. So I'm going to turn over to Brittany. She's one of our newer regional sales managers. She is full of life and spunk, and she is amazing. So here you go. I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thank you. Hello, all you ladies in Brandon. How you doing? Good. Hey, there's another boy here. I love it. I love it. Okay, I'm going to change the view just so I can see everybody, if that's okay. A little up close and personal. Okay, cool. So first and foremost, thank you for letting me be part of your team call. I do work with the 2 to 5 stars in the West region, so everything west of Texas. Yes, Melissa. Hey, girl. She's one of my girls that I work with. And it's probably everything I talk about today, she's going to be like, really? I've heard this. But you know what, girl? Just say it again, because we all need this time of year, right? So first and foremost, a couple different topics I'm going to obviously talk about, but the number one thing within this business, you guys all know there's no secret sauce to this business, right? I think everybody's been trying to find the secret sauce, and oh my gosh, there isn't one. There isn't one at all, okay? But I think there is just one special little piece, and honestly, Mindy hit it on the head when she was talking about consistency, momentum. It really comes down to consistency within this business. That is the only thing that will honestly decide if you are going to be successful. This isn't a business that you can tap in, tap out, and just expect things to flow. It's something you have to do every single day. So I'm assuming all of you went to Super Saturday, right? Oh, that's okay if you didn't. No worries. Carl's entire message was about staying in phase 1, okay? Phase 1 is so incredibly important because this is what you can control. And I know actually within this business, we try to control everything else, right? You can't. Phase 1 is honestly the 3 vitals. It comes down to the 3 vitals. The only person that you can change is yourself. So when we're looking at this business and we're like, man, I'm just not bringing in the right people. Nobody's working their business. Nobody's recruiting. The first thing I'm going to ask you is, what are you doing? What are you doing to attract better people, even better than yourself? Okay. What are you doing to invite regularly? What are you doing as far as your program goes? And I ask my coaches, if we're going down to the 3 vitals, and this is the thing that Carl talks about every single time he comes to our Utah sales office, because that's where our sales office is actually in Provo, Utah. We go back to the 3 vitals. That is the number one thing he talks about. So first and foremost, I'm going to ask each of you, and you guys can just answer in your head, but what program are you doing right now? Right this second. Okay, and if you're like, oh crap, you got to be doing one. Are you drinking your Shakeology daily? On top of it, what book are you reading? And what one do you have in the pipeline? Meaning, what one are you going to next? You have to know. Of course, the third key in this, typically the first 2, everybody's like, okay, I got those down. The third one, inviting. Inviting can be something that it's easy to do, and it's so easy not to do. Just like personal development, just like your program, okay? So with that being said, inviting is all about keeping conversations going. That's all it is. It really, truly is. Those conversations that you keep going, they're going to come up in 30, 60, 90 days, maybe even a year from now. But as soon as those conversations are starting and you're starting to get to know, I'm going to mute this. Oh, perfect. Okay. So like I said, just keeping the conversations going. And the worst thing that you could do within this business is really trying to make them start when they're not ready. Make them do a program when they're not ready. Because what happens, do you think they're going to be successful? They're not, right? We do it all the time. We're like, no, just join. And you're like, oh, I promise you results. But then they put in no effort. And suddenly it's your fault that they never got results. It's your fault, right? That maybe the business didn't work out. But realistically, they just weren't ready. So as far as inviting goes, right now at the diamond up to about 2-star diamond rank, you should be focusing about 90% of your time on recruiting. 90. Yes, I said 90. Okay. When you become a 2-star and you start working with myself, then I'm like, okay, about 80. We drop down to 80% because that's what you can control. As soon as you shift your focus, if I can talk, your focus to your team, so does your team, even if they're an emerald coach. Okay. So if you feel like your business is stagnant or your team's focus has been shifted on their team, it's because they're following what your habits are. They're following what you are doing. But you are a leader every single time you add a brand new coach into your team page. And when you do that, you highlight it, coaches are going to see that and they want to follow that. They want to be part of that. I have such a cool story about keeping conversations going. I did a team call back in June. And I had this adorable brand new coach. She's like, I want to share something. I was like, okay, awesome. What? This was her 2nd month in the business. Okay. Already in month 2, she was at Success Club 22. And I just kind of thought, okay, if I was her coach, I'd be like, girl, you are awesome. Take the next couple of days off. You killed it, right? In your 2nd month. Anybody naturally, that's incredible. And she said, you know what? She said, it was a Friday afternoon. I just felt like I just needed to put a post out there. It was a silly, stupid post, and I just put it out there at the wrong time, middle of the afternoon. It wouldn't go anywhere to my target market. And even better yet is I did this post, I posted it, and then I went to the pool. I just went to the pool. I left my phone at home. There was no reason to take my phone. Okay? Needless to say, if there's 3 days left in that month, so it was May, and she ended up ending the month with Success Club 44. And it wasn't from anything new. It was from all those conversations that she started 30 days ago when she became a brand new coach, 30 and 60 days ago. And suddenly, all of a sudden, this silly, stupid post just spoke words to everybody else. So that's what it is truly about. And every time that you get a no, you should actually be celebrating. Because that no, then all of a sudden they're so Zoom focused on you and they're like, okay, what is she doing? Or what is he doing? Are they going to be successful? Or are they going to fail? But if you stay consistent with it and you are the leader in nutrition, fitness, and helping people make an incredible business, I promise you, you will be a one-stop shop. Most of my coaches are so great at the challenge group aspect, and they are nutrition experts, nutrition fitness experts. But I'm going to ask you, are you also a business expert? Would people come to you if they wanted to make more money? Would they come to you if they wanted to live a life by design? And I know you're all probably saying, well, I hope so. But if you never market yourself as that, how would they know? Right? How would they know? We get so great at posting our befores and afters, but do you remember that first time that you ever posted it? And you're like, okay, how many likes? Did anybody see it? Okay. Whew. And now you're like, I can go do that. I can post my half naked picture. I'm good, right? Like it just becomes natural. It's the same thing with the business opportunity. And you can't wait until you're all the way up at this elusive cloud and you're making 20 grand a week or 20 grand a month to say, you know what, guys, I have an amazing business. Because then you're instantly unrelatable. You are so relatable right now. Every time it's like, and of course, disclaimers, please. But thank you, Beachbody, for helping me pay for school clothes for my children. Thank you, Beachbody, for blah, 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 blah. You are so relatable. Just like a challenger is so relatable when they're right at first in their journey. Once they get that perfect body, they aren't that relatable. But they are when they stick with it and they sit there and promote themselves with going through it. Okay. So with that being said, with the inviting, once you get these coaches, you instantly obviously teach them Success Club. I mean, that's just what it is. You do it without even saying it. Okay, so if I got a brand new coach, it wouldn't be like, hey guys, I'm going to get you to Success Club. It would be, hey, first things first, you are going to love this product. You're going to be on it the rest of your life. So with that being said, let me help you and show you how to get it paid for so you never have to pay for that again. What does that mean? Let's go help 3 people. Who do you know? Okay, as soon as you say Success Club, it kind of is like, somebody has never had success? That's scary. But more importantly, it's Chinese to a non-Chinese person. They just don't get it. They don't understand. They do understand when they're brought into this business and it's all about the heart and helping people. That makes sense. That's why they came into this business. I actually work with a top 25 coach. She's a 4-star diamond. So she's not that far off from where all you are at. But why she's in the top 25 is because she actually teaches her discount coaches how to get their products paid for. I know we all think, okay, discount coaches, they just want a discount, right? Okay, yeah, they do. But what if you told them, hey, I can help you get your products paid for because you love your products. Would you be interested? Some will say yes and some may say no. But honestly, that's how she has become in the top 25. She's helping 15 personally sponsored coaches hit Success Club. That's all it is. And that's an average number, obviously, over the year. But that's all it comes down to. So along from that, first things first, or second things, or whatever I'm at. So going back to kind of seeing the bigger picture here and really becoming a leader. How do you become a leader? You teach your coaches how to see the bigger picture. And you're probably like, okay, well, what does that mean? We have plenty of trainings, emerald to diamond, right?
I don't know.
But at diamond, do you have a lot of options?
Expired on the 8th. Yes.
Are you on it, Mindy? Perfect. So once you hit your diamond or 1-star diamond rank, can you go part-time? Can you retire? Do you have enough income for other items? Are you a leader? And I'm going to say, really, it's tough. Once you start focusing on the bigger picture, that's 2-star diamond and above, that's where you get options. So I teach my coaches to teach their coaches 2-star diamond. And why is that? So I'll get into it. But what would I say? So if I was a coach and I was signing up a new coach and they said, you know what, I'm in 150%. I'm doing this. I want to live a life by design. I'm doing it. I would say, okay, cool. First things first, emerald, not a problem. From there, diamond, 30, 60 days. But what we're working towards is 2-star diamond. This is where you are going to have a freedom. You're going to live a life by design and you can work towards it, obviously. But this is where most coaches either retire or go part-time. This is also where obviously income increases. You get to open up a second CBC, so you get to brand yourself. Most importantly, though, becoming a 2-star diamond means that you're actually a leader. You have a team, right? You have people looking up to you. So I've really challenged you to be the expert that you are, because I promise you, you do not need to keep on advancing to then be the expert. You are the expert now. You're bringing coaches into this business, so believe in yourself. But once you start teaching the 2-star diamond approach and the bigger picture, you will not be a Wednesday night coach. What does that mean? It's Wednesday night, actually tonight. Are you going to be sitting there in your back office, right? Mindy's laughing. And it happens all the time. I travel every other week, and I'm in different markets, and I'm out at market council dinners, and they're like on their phone, like, okay, is everything okay? And I'm like, really? Let's solidify it. Let's live this life by design. Okay? So 2-star diamond is honestly what you want to teach your coaches. And if you're not at 2-star diamond rank, that's okay. What you say to your coach or your brand new coach is, hey, we are working towards this, and this is why. But 98% of people have to be told what to do, when to do, how to do it every second. So if you tell them diamond, they will hit diamond. But from there, they may not progress. They may just stay where they're at. They hit their goal. You never know. So if you tell them to shoot for the stars, they're going to shoot for the stars. If they go for diamond and hit it in 90 days, you celebrate like crazy, even though you told them 30-60. Okay? Does that kind of make sense? I hope it does. But really, guys, that's how you start to live this life by design. This is how you start having that financial freedom. This is where your team starts believing, and they jump right into the entire process. I think we think at Diamond that they'll get it, that they will continue with this business because they've worked so hard. But honestly, that's such a trialing time, because they will either give up because they're like, I don't know if I can do it. They haven't tasted enough of success. When you hit 2-star diamond, you do taste a huge amount of success. And then you want to continue on that, because then when you hit 2-star, you naturally start, once you hit diamond, of course, you're working towards 2-star diamond and premier. But when you hit 2-star diamond, it's natural for you now to see the bigger picture, to want to work towards 5-star diamond and elite. And then from there, 5 to 10. And it just goes on from there. But to truly duplicate yourself, you have to recruit. It's a must. Because just like Mindy said, if you don't, you will see it stagnant. You will see it stop, and you will stop being able to plant the seed and to move forward, okay? Along with that, let me just see if there's anything else. Oh, this is huge. Also, when you start recruiting and you're starting to teach these coaches the 2-star diamond approach, if they say they are runners, you take them by the hand and you run with them. But if they say, or they say, I am a runner, but yet they never put the effort forth from there, you kind of have to, you do. You have to have that honest conversation to say, hey, what's going on? Because you have to match their level, match their energy. You have to stop motivating the dead and stop pushing people uphill. When you do that, every morning you wake up, you're going to be like, oh, here we go again, right? We all have done that. And it's manager mode. But I promise you, if you are leading this business by managing people, you would probably want to fire a lot of them, right? We've all wanted to fire coaches. We all have. But if you really, truly teach your coaches, hey, you know what? I'm looking for business partners and business leaders. Are you that person? What does that mean? You write down goals, you go for it. And I'm here to show you how to. But just to keep in mind, every time that you don't hit Success Club, you're not letting me down. You're letting yourself down in your business. So are you in? If you're in, awesome, let's do this. Okay? So from here, guys, it really just comes down to having the confidence. The confidence in knowing that you are doing a great job. Right now, the last 2 months of the year, what is it going to look like for you? Are you going to hit your goals for 2015? Or are you going to have to carry those into 2016? I hope with every shadow of a doubt that you are going to go for what your goals are and really finish the year strong. What you do right now actually sets you up for success in 2016. Okay? And I'm going to challenge you also is, yes, Hammer and Chisel is coming out, and all of you are going to be the experts, and all of you are going to have an amazing program to go to. But can you also be the business person? Can you be the one that really shows these women and men how to live a life by design by creating money at home? Okay? So I want you to kind of ponder that and see what you think. If you're like, you know what, this year has just stunk altogether, you draw a line in the sand right now. You say, you know what, I'm done. enough is enough. I am going to hit my goals. I'm going to set new goals and I'm going to go for it. You stay in phase 1, you plant the seed, and you work consistently knowing that it is going to come full force. It may get a little more quiet because we have Halloween, Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, right? But there's still so many people that still want to lose weight that made the goal in 2015, January 1st, and they can still get a rockin' body before the year is up. They have time right now to actually do 2 programs. If you do 21 Day Fix and 21 Day Fix Extreme, they can lose a lot of weight right now and be at their goal weight or progressing forward before the end of the year. Same with you guys. You guys could do it. Okay. So a couple things that go into this. Fall Classic. Okay. I'm going to challenge every single one of you to get on a team. Fall Classic, any of these that we do are so critically important for your business. It is what slingshots you into the next couple of months, next year. I'm going to read some stats because I love this about Fall Classic, okay? And then we'll open it up and you guys can ask any questions. But Fall Classic, so active coaches who participated in the Classic earned 14 times more Success Club points than active coaches who didn't. Coaches who participated in the Classic made 3 times more money than coaches who didn't. Active coaches who participated in the Classic generated 4 times more volume than active coaches who did not. Coaches in the Fall Classic had more than double the SC points than other coaches also in SC, but not obviously in Classic. The average amount coaches earned by participating in the Classic is $500. So my question is to you, what would you do with that $500? Holidays are right around the corner. You could pay for a lot of gifts, a lot of charity. You could donate to charity, whatever you want to do around the holiday season. That is incredible. If you're not in the Fall Classic, it's versus $56. So do you want the $500 or do you want the $56? Go with me here. We want the $500, right? Okay. Along with that, 35% of new coaches who compete in the Classic recruited new coaches versus only 6% who did not participate. So your recruiting aspect, yeah.
Then again, I'm writing this down.
Oh, I'll send it to you.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, you're good. Okay, so if you're really trying to get on your recruiting aspect and you're really trying to up it, that's where you're going to do it. That's where you're going to have the drive and the motivation to do so. Also, coaches who hit Success Club 5 in all 12 months of 2014 earned 23.33 more, or 23.33 times more than coaches who did not hit Success Club or hit it inconsistently. So that is why Success Club is so important. It's important for now and it's important for your future business. Okay, so Fall Classic, guys, we have 4 days left. Get it done. Get on a team. And what has made coaches most successful with this is that you have a competition within a competition, right? You have prizes, you have games, whatever it is to stay motivated during the month of November. Have fun with it. Also, New Leader Conference. I just want to talk about that real quick because that is huge. That's in January. If any of you rank advanced from 1-star diamond or lower to a 2-star diamond or higher in the year, so January 1st to December 31st, okay, and you have earned 10 or more elite points after September, so just barely September on, then you will be invited to New Leader Conference. If you earn 20 or more elite points from September 1st until the end of the year, you get your hotel paid for. And I promise you guys, we do not do events cheap. Right, Mindy? Dang. Our events are unreal. Summit is amazing, right? But it is for the masses. For the masses. New Leader Conference, leadership, those are for very select few that are doing an incredible job, that see the bigger picture, that are moving forward within their business. You get inside scoop on stuff that we don't share anywhere else. You know, Summit, we blast everything, blast all the podcasts, blast out, you guys can see what's going on. No, those we don't. It's so much more intimate. Okay. So honestly, our events are incredible. They inspire. You guys are able to see the bigger picture. And it's just, we just do events right. I will tell you that. So my entire challenge for you guys, first things first, of course, is Fall Classic. Get on a team, get inspired. Second thing, get in a challenge group. Do a challenge group right now. Plenty of people to help. you know, and make sure you're documenting it and advertising for yourself so people can see your consistency during the holidays. And more people actually do want to work out during the holidays because they're scarfing so much, right? They're eating so many bad foods. The third one is stay in phase 1. The 3 vitals are so easy to do. They're so easy not to do. So you have to be consistent. You have to press play. You have to drink your Shakeology. You have to read every single day. And you have to invite. If you're used to inviting 5, invite 10. See what that does for your business. You'll be blown away. So with that being said, I think I've talked a good 25 minutes. You guys, what questions do you guys have? I know that was a lot.
You can go ahead and unmute yourself or do the chat, guys, if you have any questions. Now's the time. Who's on a Fall Classic team? Who's paired up already? Fall Classic team? Okay, I highly encourage you to reach out to people on the team, reach out to people on your team for this Relentless, and find yourself a team. I've started documenting the Team Relentless page. Again, the one thing that I've shared is that, you know, this is a friendly competition. This is here to learn about leadership, learn about teamwork, and really focus on getting better at doing this consistently. This isn't about the I suck, I'm going to let my team down, you wouldn't want me. I've heard that. I have participated in every cup or classic or whatever competition that we've had since I became a coach, and I have invited people to join my team. I have invited people to find a teammate, and I hear this all the time, so I understand what some people are thinking. And the thing is, one thing that I learned at leadership when I went, and Brittany was manning it, and I have a video and a post about it, so you can kind of read my aha moments. But, you know, we went for the win. We went for, we're going to be number 1. Did it matter if we were number 1? No, but we went in with that mentality that we were going to be number 1. We were going to give our all. We looked, you know, we went for each station saying, what is the final time? And I remember Brittany said she was at the last station out of 10. And we said, what's the final time? That's what we kept asking, because it gave us something to shoot for. And, you know, the backside of it is too, you could see that and be like, oh, we could never, you know, hit that time. But we were just like, we were just so psyched. We're like, she said it was 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I'm like, we're going to do it in 1 minute and 30. We did it in like 2 minutes and 10 seconds. I don't remember what it was, but we did it. And if we went in with the mindset that we were going to suck at it, that we were not going to win, that somebody else was going to beat us out because they were more talented, faster, first, whatever it was, we would have just bombed out. And we won one of those surfboards that's right behind her. That is one of the very first Success Club gifts that were given out when Becky was a coach. And so these things are like prime prizes because they are like antiques in our world. And it was something that was a proud moment, but it really got me thinking is that you go in and you have a mindset that you're going to win. And, you know, don't shoot for your goals low. When I met with Doug yesterday, I was like, I don't think I'm going to hit elite because I'm not going to hit elite this year. And I went in, and then as we were talking, he really didn't push me. We were just talking about strategy, what we wanted, where our goals were. And that's what I love about corporate is they want to know what your goals are, and they help you strategize and align it. But at the end, I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm like, I am going to go for a lead. You know, why set your goals so high or so low just because you're afraid of failure, and then you just stay exactly where you were? I'm going to go for a lead. I'm working on my leadership skills. That's why we're talking about it here. I want to work together as a team, because regardless if you have your own team and you're growing your team, regardless of what your name is, regardless of anything, we're all part of Peaceful Nation. We're all part of the whole Beachbody thing. This is what we're here for. And speak up, work together, and, you know, have that winning mindset. And it starts now. You can do it. There's no one that is on this call or not on this call that are not exactly capable of what I've done or the top 25 coach that she works with. You can do it. But the thing is, you have to ask for help. You have to reach out to people, and you have to get engaged in the community. If you do not, the biggest thing I can say is jump in and get involved with the team. Partner up with other coaches. Get knee deep in the community. If you're one of those people that sits on the sidelines and doesn't want to talk to people and is shy and doesn't want anyone to know how you feel, you're not going to progress, and you're not going to see the value in that. Same thing as not drinking your Shakeology every day, not doing your workouts. You're never going to see the value of it. So does anyone have any other questions after I said that?
So I don't have any questions, but I just want to echo what you and Brittany have been talking about. This year for me has been crazy and exciting and emotional. And I have such an incredible team that I wouldn't be where I'm at today if it wasn't without the support of my team and the diamonds on my team. And I just wanted to talk to everyone about not giving up. And being at the end of the month last month, I had a really hard month. And I know a lot of us can relate, especially in my team. I mean, I was sitting at Success Club for all month long. And sorry, Jenna's not having it today. But literally down, I had like 4 hours, and I think I hit Success Club F12. Like, you just don't give up just because things are hard and you think that no one's watching. People aren't going to watch people who are inconsistent. People aren't going to watch people who are negative. Like, get rid of the negativity in your life. Surround yourself with positive people. If that means getting rid of people who you think matter in your life, I'm here to tell you firsthand, I've had to get rid of a lot of people because I just can't do the negativity thing. It will feed on you. And I'm looking at the people who showed up for this call, and I know what you guys are capable of. I see engagement in the team pages. I see the goals that you're setting for yourself. So like Mindy said, there's nothing special that she did or the top 25 coaches did or that I'm doing or that Leslie or Katrina or Heather, any of the diamonds on my team, or Melissa Bartow. There's nothing different that we do every single day, guys, that you're not capable of. So stop telling yourself that story, because we all have this amazing opportunity. And look at Mindy. She has put her everything on the line in fear. Like, she was closed off and she wasn't sharing, and she was afraid of what she had built and that people were going to judge her. I think she's come back tenfold with such an amazing vengeance, and she's even broadened her network of people. There's so many people out there who suffer with depression, anxiety, marital problems. That was one of the first things that drew me to Mindy. It was like, she was so real. So you have a story to share. Start sharing it. And don't wait till January 1st. Don't wait till November 1st. Start sharing it today and be your own hero. Be your own inspiration. Maybe you don't have a relationship with your personally sponsored coach that you want to have it. Don't use that as an excuse. We have an amazing upline, whether Mindy's your coach or one of us is your coaches, or you don't talk to your coach. We have Becky, we have Mindy, we have Christina. So I just am here to tell you, like, this business has completely changed my life. And I see names on here that I don't recognize, but if you haven't followed my story and you don't know, I left my job in July to come home to be with my kids. Like, I haven't even been a coach for 2 years. I will be elite this year. Like, it's not a negotiable for me. These are things that I get up every single day. I write Post-its. Like, my husband came home the other day. He's like, whoa, what happened to the mirror in the bathroom because you went crazy? He's like, I'm proud of you for everything you wrote, but like, what's going on? The calls that I get on with Brittany, it's because of the calls that Becky does for her diamonds, and then I share it with my team. It's because of the relationship that I have with my coaches and the relationship that Mindy and I have. Like, I'm an all-in type of person, and that's just kind of me. So I struggle sometimes when people like don't want to go all in, and I don't know how to work with that. But that's a quality that I'm working on to help push people out of their comfort zones. So I'm going to get off my soapbox, but I just believe in this business and how it can change your life. And you don't have to be super fit. You don't have to have some amazing transformation. You don't have to have a completely up story or grow up with a white picket fence. Like, this is your story, and sell the hell out of it. Don't sell products. Sell yourself and just make your dreams come true, because this is the most incredible experience that I've ever had. And I'm really proud of you, Mindy. I know how hard the last few months have been, and just the way that you've stepped up as a leader. I love you so much, and I appreciate you. And Brittany, you've been a tremendous part of my journey too. So you ladies have really pushed me, but we're a team and a family. So if you feel like you're going through something, reach out to somebody. We're here. We get it. It's hard. There's days where I'm waking up like, why am I going for elite? I don't know if I could do it, but I'm going to do it. And it's because of all of you guys getting on these calls. And the lives that we're changing. So just get on these calls, get on a team cup, even if it's your first one ever. Just grow your business and believe that it's possible, because it absolutely is.
I think what I want to add on what you were saying is so many people out there say, I can't be successful because I see Melissa doing this and doing that. But the thing is, she gets on every call, whether Jenna's crying in the background, whether she was just walking in the door and had a horrible day at work and had football practice and was in tears because of how her day started. Postpartum, she was on the calls. She shows up to every event. She puts her 2 cents in. She tries different strategies. And when they don't work, she tries new strategies. She helps everybody. And she came in when I was at my prime, when I was doing everything I should doing and feeling great. And she helped me a lot whenever I was telling Alina this, whenever I went kind of on my hiatus, she duplicated everything that she'd watched me do, and she kept my team afloat. And because she was my friend and because I set the example and I couldn't have done it without her, the team wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have came back, because she texted me every day, and sometimes I didn't respond to her for days. But she was always there, and she was always keeping the team going. She did trainings for everybody. There were some other coaches outside of our team, but Melissa did the best job because she had duplicated what I was doing. And that's one thing I've learned. But there's so many people out there who don't think they can be successful when they watch people like Melissa and I. But the thing is, we're doing exactly what we're telling you to do, but we're just doing it all the time. And that's what the success happens. We don't do it for a week and then it doesn't work, or somebody says no and we get our feelings hurt, or our coach pisses us off and we refuse to get on calls and refuse to do anything with the team. We take ownership for our actions and the consequences. We work together. Melissa and I are either texting or Facebooking or calling, and we know that we're friends. We're friends, and we're friends first, and then we're business partners and teammates. But the thing is, we're doing these things consistently, and we urge you to do it, because when people say, oh, I can't do what you're doing, you're right. You won't do what we're doing if you don't do it consistently and you don't have the patience. So that's all I have for my soapbox. I like to take a picture. Would everybody smile? Because I've taken pictures before and people aren't smiling and then they get mad at me. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right.
Real quick, can I just say something?
Mm-hmm.
The reason, okay, so adding on to what Mindy was saying about being at leadership in this big group event. So first, like I said, we do our event's so fun. So we had a big, right, team building event. What was super cool is only 2 people could be on the team that knew each other. And the reason why Mindy they actually won this event is because they had fun. That is the reason. Like, we had probably 25 teams come to our table, and it made me, honestly, I was like, oh my gosh, I need a shot right now. I can say that because I'm from Utah, but everybody here, okay, you guys get it. Anyways, I was like, oh my gosh, the anxiety. I was like, and then you guys came in, you're like, they just had fun. And they're like, okay, what do we need to do? Okay, cool. Okay, what was the fast time? Okay, cool, let's do it. And they were so positive, and they jumped in without really knowing what the heck to do, but they had fun. So I want to remind you, in this business, you have to have fun. You have to wake up with a purpose. You have to know what you're working towards. You have to ask a ton of questions. You guys have amazing uplines, so use them, utilize them. Because I promise you, I work with so many coaches that do not have an upline and do not have the support. But you get to double dip here. You get to have an amazing upline, and then, of course, at diamond level, you get corporate support. From 2 to 5 star, you get with myself, and then Doug. If this is in the West, everything west of Texas. But have fun along the way, okay? Smile. Be grateful for what you're working towards, because honestly, when you lead with your heart in this business, you will be so successful.
Yeah, we did have fun. And another thing that I want to say about going into this fall classic is that, we went in with that number 1 mentality because that's what was pushing us. But, Brigitte, who is an amazing leader, and there's so many people I know out there who follow Brigitte Linford, who are like, oh my God, I'm so scared to talk to her. She was the most humble person. And, you would think she'd take charge because she has like systems and strategies, but she just said, okay, guys, what are we going to do? She didn't try to be a chief and, make us the Indians. Nobody was, we talked together. And then when Christy Parmore, one of my friends, was like, it was a Frisbee thing, she was just like, well, what do we do if we suck at it? And then I was like, well, I'm like, I don't know, maybe I suck. I was like, but because last time I threw Frisbees with my dog, and that was pretty easy because he brought it back. And then I was like, no. Remember what we listened to from the keynote speaker yesterday? He said, you go in and you do whatever you tell yourself. So we said, we are going to be good at this. And even if we're not the best at this, we're going to do it together. We're going to have fun. And we laughed every obstacle, and we failed at a lot of things, and we came in probably dead last a lot of times, and we were on pins and needles. And the last thing that I want to share is that we were sitting there's a picture of us sitting there waiting, because we knew we were in the top 4 at that point. And then Brigitte was like, listen, we have to be grateful participants. We need to cheer everybody along the way. And it was like, ding, ding, ding. Yes, we were going for number one and we wanted to see where we were, but we forgot there were other people here. And that just illustrates that we're all a big team. And Shalene said yesterday on the podcast is that I don't remember how she said it, but she basically said she can't stand people that don't support other people, that she has no room for that and doesn't like that. She lifts people up, shares, gives the freemium. So the same thing is be a grateful participant, be a grateful teammate, and cheer on other people in Team Relentless and other people in the Team Beachbody who are going for Fall Classic, because you may not be number one. I hope that you are, but you may not be number one. That, you know, there's been like 1,500, 2,000 teams at a time that have came in here. So the prizes are incentives, but really your incentive should be working together and growing your business and learning leadership and coming up with strategies and getting close to your team. So that's all I have to say. Thank you, Brittany. I appreciate your time so much, and I look forward to starting calls with you next month. Thank you guys for everybody for getting on early in the afternoon or right after work and giving your time. Love you guys.
Bye, guys. Thanks for letting me be part of your team. Have a good day.